big draw with the U.S., Canada, and Mexico face-to-face. A glitzy Kennedy Center ceremony celebrating the first time the U.S. will host the World Cup in some 3 decades. But the moment also met with some big political issues and, as you see there, 3 world leaders.
I'm going to meet with both, and we're getting along very well. You know, we're getting along very well.
Now, it's the first time President Trump has met with the Mexican leader, Claudia Sheinbaum, as he tries to tackle cartels and rework trade deals. All smiles alongside Canada's Mark Carney, even though the president has called all sides and tried to fend off tariffs to our neighbors to the north. With all of this, let's go to Kelly Meyer live at the White House with what we are learning this evening. Hello, Kelly.
Hey there, Blake. It looks like some sort of game show as they were standing there behind those colored podiums. But President Trump just getting back to the White House after spending much of the day over there at the Kennedy Center, taking in the 2026 FIFA World Cup draw. The president seemed to be enjoying himself as somewhat of this master of ceremonies, but it wasn't all sports. There was some diplomacy happening on the sidelines. President Trump meeting with both Canada's Carney and Mexico's Sheinbaum. Mexico's president writing this on X shortly after, saying she had an excellent meeting. She said, "We talked about the great opportunity that the 2026 FIFA World Cup represents for the 3 countries and about the good relationship we have." They also spoke about trade there as well. So we are watching to see exactly what more comes from this meeting in the days to come, if this does result in some sort of new trade agreements or, you know, as there's been concerns about immigration as well. But we do know it seemed like it was a pleasant conversation there with the leaders and the president, Blake.
All right, Kelly, and then you've got all these cities all across the United States that are going to be hosting these World Cup events, East Coast, West Coast, middle of the country as well. The president had been threatening to potentially yank the games if he didn't like what was happening in those cities, but he walked off that a little bit today.
Yeah, he was asked about this today at the Kennedy Center, and they said, you know, you mentioned that there was some crime happening in these cities. Have you considered maybe moving the games from those specific cities? And this is what he had to say.
No, I don't want to do that, but I will tell you, if they do have a problem, by the time we get there, we'll take care of that problem. We can solve that problem. I've proven that in D.C. and everywhere else we went, so we'll take care of that very easily. So if they have a problem, hopefully they'll let us know that, and we will solve any problem.
The president clearly really excited and focused on these FIFA World Cup games happening in America, in North America, across the world, watching this as it happens and unfolds here right in D.C. today. Blake.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.